Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a long-awaited one on behalf of the person who reached out to me and asked me to make this video, which was a member of the band we're going to talk about today. So today's video is all about the band Ashes of Life and their new album called Seasons Within. So as per usual, I like to do a little bit of a biography on the band and then break down the album. But today, on top of just doing an album review, which is what I just mentioned, we're also going to have a video reaction to their Shores lyric/music video. So that's what's going to happen for today, and we're just going to talk about it. So without further ado, let's begin. So Ashes of Life is a band from Lisbon, Portugal. They've been active since 2010, which is when they formed, and their genres are gothic and doom metal. The lyrical themes the band covers are sorrow, melancholy, and philosophy, which I think is a very interesting combination. And the members are, it's a 3-member band. It's Luis Pinto on guitars, Thiago Silva, vocals, clean guitars, bass, and programming. And Thiago's actually the one who reached out to me via email to check out his band and give them a review and so on. So Thiago, thank you so much for reaching out, and I'm so sorry this has been 2 months in the making. As you know, a lot of things happen, COVID and all that stuff, but thank you for being patient. And lastly, Stefan Nordstrom with harsh vocals. So now, we're going to talk about the album itself. So the album is called Seasons Within. It's a full-length, 6 songs. One of the songs, Burn, is an instrumental. It was released in February 2010. The band is independent through their label, so they're registered as independent. The formats currently available for this album are digital and CD, and you can find them at the Bandcamp ashesoflife.bandcamp.com releases or abismohumano.bandcamp.com. The band does have some social media if you would like to follow them. They have a Facebook and SoundCloud, as well as an Instagram. And obviously, I'm not sure if they have a YouTube channel. I couldn't find it, but probably they do. So there's that. So as you all know, I like to listen to the album multiple times before I do an actual album review, obviously, and break it down a little bit, and then I give it my own overall score, which is built entirely on my opinion. My favorite actually is the #1 song in the album, which is Shores. Some notes about the video are that it's a 10-minute long song. The clean vocals immediately remind me of My Dying Bride, while the harsh vocals remind me more of the gothic band Sins of Thy Beloved. The rest of the notes I'll talk about afterwards, but at this point, we're going to start the video reaction. So I'm going to play the video, and we'll go through it and go from there. So sit back and enjoy. Here we go. Okay, so that was Shores, song 1 in the album, Seasons Within, by the band Ashes of Life. Now, going back to my notes. So it's a 10-minute long song, but see, the cool thing is, it's great that it's 10 minutes because it's a build-up, really. And in my opinion, if you really listen to it, it does not feel like 10 minutes. Like, obviously it doesn't feel like a 2-minute song, but there are some songs I've heard that are 3 to 4 minutes, and they're kind of slow or boring compared to this one, and they don't feel as long. This one doesn't feel as long, the other ones may. Again, now that we've heard it, the clean vocals immediately remind me of My Dying Bride, especially in the song The Poorest Waltz. Go check it out. Literally the same tone, I guess. While the harsh vocals remind me of Sense of Thy Beloved, and the song that I would say that I'm getting this comparison from is Lake of Sorrow, the harsh vocals there. Yeah. Now, the guitars are on the 8-minute mark, which is when I start going crazy, are amazing. Like that clean, oh, and the fact that they're backed with mournful, clean vocals, oof. I literally put in my notes, oof, because that's just, wow, it's really good. I really like this song. The last 2 minutes are epic, orgasmic, in my opinion. They're totally worth it. I would literally buy the album for this song alone, and I do plan on buying the album. After this video, I'm gonna contact Thiago, see if I can get a signed copy from the band, and obviously support them. But I highly recommend you check out the album, and if you even like it a little bit, go support them. I think it's like $8 on Bandcamp. You can spend more on McDonald's or fast food. Go support this band. They're great. But yeah. So the song doesn't feel like 10 minutes. Now, all right. My favorite lyric was literally the last phrase, or second to last phrase in that song, which is, now that I see this moment of grief, rise and return towards the stream with seasons within. Now that I see the ancestors' tree gave us the blood marked by tragedy from the sea. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it so much. It's amazing. A lot. Teaching me your lyrical waves. That's just, it flows so nice and it's so good. I love it. I really like that. So overall, just on that song / video, I gave it a 9.5 out of 10. Me, okay? Now, I did listen to the rest of the album, and so I made notes for most of the songs, but I really just want to stick to my favorite song or my favorite lyric. So I'm going to just talk about in depth Shores, which I just did. Great song, 9.5 out of 10. The other songs, I gave them each also a ranking. So for Try to Leave, I gave that a 7 out of 10. Spiral Down, I gave that 8 out of 10. Burn, which is the instrumental. For me, that one felt a little longer than this 10-minute one, and that Burn is not that long. So I kind of gave that a 7.5 out of 10. Dying, I gave it an 8 out of 10. Autumn, 8.5 out of 10. I love the guitar intro in that song, and the 4-minute mark is just, the song at the 4-minute mark is just amazing. So in total, if you add up all the scores I gave it and divide it by 60, it's an 80%. So overall, the album, in my opinion, is a solid 8 out of 10. Shores would be one of those songs that will outlive the band, like those one-hit wonders, if you will. You know, this song to me is probably the best one out of so far this album. Now, everyone can like a different song and have their own opinions, but I just feel like that was the best song in the album. And the last thing I wanted to do was just talk about artists similar to this band, just so you have an idea of what you might find. I already mentioned My Dying Bride, Sense of Thy Beloved. There's another 2 bands that it kind of reminds me of. Saturnus is one of them, and Woods of Ypres, or Woods of Ypres, I don't know how you say it, but this band and this album remind me similar to those 4 bands. So yeah, that is my review and reaction to Ashes of Life's Seasons Within. Highly recommend you check it out. Great album overall, great album artwork, great song structure. You won't go wrong with this album, especially if you're listening to it you're working on something like building a puzzle, gardening, Legos, studying. It's not super crazy and aggressive that it kind of distracts you from it, but it's not super boring that it puts you to sleep. It has its moments, but all albums and all songs have those moments, you know? I would, again, very much check it out. And thank you again, Thiago, for reaching out to me and, helping me find your band. I probably would have never heard of it, but I'm glad I did. And again, I will get in contact with you or whoever I can get in contact with in the band to see if we can get a signed CD, just so I can display it nice and proudly. Obviously, I want to support your band, not just with giving you some YouTube views, but also monetary, because all of us musicians are struggling in the world nowadays, But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, ring the notification bell, check out my other videos. I'm going to be trying to post, again, as I mentioned in the last video, if not on a daily, bi-weekly basis. And leave a comment down below on what you think of this video or the band, etc. I love the interaction, and if you're in a band or solo project or whatever, and you want me to react to either your music or music videos or both, that's fine too. I'm also open to interviews. Zoom is cool, or however other way we can interview, and maybe I'll make a follow-up video to whatever video. So if anyone in Ashes of Life would like to have an interview with me, let me know. I can drop some questions and go from there. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day and stay safe. Peace.